Ladies and gentlemen, RimWorld Alpha 14, probably the biggest update there is yet. I feel like I say that every RimWorld version, but this truly is a pretty massive update. As most of you probably know and are probably here because of, this game has hit its Steam release. It's still in development, but it is actually available on Steam now, which is a pretty huge thing because previously it was only, I think, Kickstarter. I think even their website, RimWorldGame.com, linked to their Kickstarter, I think, but not 100% sure on that. But anyway, a lot more people have access to this game now, which is a really cool thing. Because of that, I might be a little more walkthrough-y than normal. Maybe. If I'm going too fast or too slow, do let me know. And also, as an aside, if you're new to this game, like this is your first experience with it, let me know in comments so I sort of see what I'm dealing with here, because I really don't know. If I got a lot of people who are familiar with this game, then cool, just go along business as usual. But if it turns out we actually have a lot of people who are sort of new to the game, I might even just do a straight up quick guide video, like a quick 20-minute, 30-minute, this is what RimWorld's all about type thing. So let me know. For those of you who aren't new to this game though, the new thing with this alpha, namely, is the scenarios, which you probably also already knew about because it was kind of hyped a while ago. Pretty major, massive thing here. We still have our standard crash landed thing, which has always been, that's just how the game's always been. Nothing new there. Start with 3 people and an assortment of things and stuff. You got the Rich Explorer, which is just one person, but you know how to do gun turrets and you have a lot of money. 2,000 silver, 30 gold, a ton of food and medicine, absolute loads of it, and a charge rifle right off the bat, which is nice. And a random pet, or Lost Tribe with 3 pets, the bow, spear, knife, Hyla, Pila, whichever. 220 pemmicans, not sure what that is. I assume it's some sort of currency because it's up there with silver and gold and all that at the top. I don't know. But you start with 5 people, and your faction's a tribe. I'd imagine you still have access to research and all that. However, there is the scenario editor, which, oh boy. I think we'll go ahead and take a quick stab at this, just to see. Okay, there's no way to disable research. So I wonder then if being a tribe actually really does anything, or you just start with just the basic tribal gear, then is probably what it is. But yes, let's just randomize here and see. Most of these are unbeatable, and I don't know if I'm going to be going for a standard playthrough straight away or one of the sort of unbeatable ones right away. I'm not sure, but here we go. Blue Jeopardy with a seed, a stalk of celery. Nice. Very nice. I start with 2 people. We arrive and drop pods. Nothing new there. We have a 63% chance to start with Optimus, which is cool. You don't break as easily with that. However, a planet killer is in effect. An interstellar planet killer weapon is approaching the planets. When it hits, it will destroy all life in 453 days, which is a pretty good amount of time. And hunting is disabled. Ugh. We start with 3 Labrador Retrievers with our 2 people, which is quite nice. We can't hunt, so they're really just there as, I guess, just hauling helpers, I suppose. A random pet, 8 survival meals, which isn't a lot. A lot of rhino hide, 6 kidneys, 3 heavy SMGs, which is pretty cool. And limestone blocks are scattered around. I might do that. Yeah, okay, and the seed does work. Well, what's this one then? 3 labs. Standing lamp red. Red ones, specifically red ones. Okay, 23 of them. God. A scyther blade, work meat, emu leather, a lot of it. We can never build deadfall traps or coolers. Ugh. And the maximum comfortable temperature will universally multiplied by 111%. Which isn't a lot. I mean, multiplying it by 100% just means it is what it is. So really just multiply by plus 11%. And there's a good chance we'll start with Psychopath, which is always a fun thing. And I'm curious, can I make... I probably can. I probably can. A long while ago, I was looking at doing sort of challenges, sort of like the scenarios here. And one of them was going to be, I was going to just be a bunch of sort of tribesmen people. I would never use any fancy tech, and we would all be cannibals. And there was never really a way without mods to do that, and I never looked too much into mods to see how I could make that happen, but this creepy breathing, oh god. We all have creepy breathing and annoying voice and are staggeringly ugly. Ugh, we're just horrible to be around. God. Man. Okay. Well, I really like the, this is a really cool thing. So what do we got here? We got one person, and drop pod will be at most 56 years old. Okay. Mental break threshold will be multiplied by 178%. Oh god. Work to make will be universally multiplied by 262%. Jesus Christ. We can never build coolers. There's a constant volcanic winter. Jesus. Well, at least I don't, like, temperatures will be colder and plants grow slower. But like, man, okay. The map is scattered with minigun, cow skin, chinchilla meat, cougar skin, and cobra skin jackets. 88 of those. I don't know why. We start with 2 pets, a hare, and wolf meat. No medicine. No food. No building materials. No money. One dude in hell. The seed is black. Let's randomize again. Combat with a landmine. Oh, that sounds good. The seed is chess. Start with one person, again. Will be between 43 and old as fuck, arriving in a drop pod. 24% chance to start with abrasive. We have one random pet. And there's stuff sort of scattered everywhere. Feet with a sparrow. The faction will be a tribe. A 2-person tribe will be pretty young. We start with charged shot. What a tribe. We can never build a heater and we have 99 batteries. The fuck? Research speed is multiplied by 139%. Melee damage is multiplied by 275%. Holy shit. Jesus. 99 batteries though, like no building materials or anything. The fuck? So you'd have to just straight away start up in a sort of, I mean, you'd have to gather the materials is what it'd be. You'd have to chop down the trees and mine out the metals that you need. Bit of a slow start. Man, melee damage, 275% though? Jesus. I think we'll go for the Rich Explorer just for a change of pace. I consider doing Crash Landed and then having scenarios off to the side, but I think what I'll end up doing is just starting off with the Rich Explorer and seeing what happens and seeing what you guys think. So let me know, leave a comment, let me know. Should we just do random scenarios that, honestly, like seriously, most of these are completely undoable. Like I'd have to edit it and all that to make it work. Instant disabled wanderer join. Okay. Nothing new for me, basically. 3 people. Yep, that's about right. Can't hunt though. Ugh, fuck. God. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. I think I'm just gonna rock with the Rich Explorer for a little bit though. And we'll see how this goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. As far as the AI goes, basically Randy Random in the past has usually been a bit boring. Cassandra Classic has been an utter bitch, and Phoebe Chillax, I don't know. I'm still kind of warming up to her. I think we'll go with Cassandra Classic though on challenge. I would go extreme, but my playstyle, I don't wall myself in. I don't build kill zones. I don't do vaults. I don't do any of that stuff because I think it gets a bit boring to watch and it gets a little boring to play. So I can't really do extreme at all because extreme sort of requires you to be able to do that kind of stuff. And because I'm too stubborn to do so, I don't. If you want to see me doing that, check out like Alphas 8, 9, and 10, I think, the playlist. I've been playing this game since Alpha 5, and I think it was 8, 9, and 10 I did kill zones and all that stuff, and my kill zone is basically, to this day, pretty much unstoppable. And it got really boring, so I stopped doing it. So now I make it really hard for myself. So because of that, I think we'll just rock challenge. It's the way it's meant to be played anyway. So worst case, it gets a little easy. We'll just bump it up to extreme. No problem. And the world, we'll go with the default seed silent. Sure, why not? 400 by 300. I think that's randomized it a bit. It's actually words rather than just letters and numbers now, I noticed. Dragonfly, mushroom, professor. How about Yeti? 400 by 300 Yeti, it's fine. It doesn't much matter. I'm not too picky when it comes to the biomes typically. I usually find what I'm after pretty quickly. I think I'm okay with this spot here. It is a boreal forest, large hills, so there's not just tons of mountain everywhere. Boreal forest, so everything's a little bit cold. Boreal forest, so there's a nice diverse wildlife and plant life and all that. The growing period is pretty short. It only exists for, I think at this game 12 days is one season, so just the one season of summer. And we'll be playing on 300 by 300 cell size because too small things are like right on top of you usually when they come in off the edge of the map, and too large, there's some time sensitive things that you have to like go out and handle straight away. And if the map's too big, you can't really get out there in time to handle it and get back before your counter starts like really being upset. So we'll just rock 300 by 300, I think. And I think that'll be okay. I think that'll be fine. We'll go for it. And our one person, all I ask is that you can haul and clean, which you can, and that you're healthy, which you are, and you're of decent age. You're a prosophile, so you want to be bionic, which is cool, and you're psychically deaf, so you're immune to psychic waves. Holy shit. And you're accurate. Oh my god. You beast. I'm doing it. I really can't ask for much more with one person. That is a pretty lucky draw. Sometimes when you're generating people, they'll come in and they'll have scars. And the issue with scars is in this game, scars hurt. So because of that, they always have this mood penalty of just like -3 or -5 because they're always in pain. And there's almost nothing you can do about it. You can eventually fix it, but it's a pain in the ass to do so. It involves buying a brain implant that's very expensive to build, or buy rather, and taking care of it that way. But it's yet another one of those little negative moodlets that applies to your guy and makes him just a little more pissed off. And obviously I need you to be able to haul and all that stuff, because if you can't haul, then the beginning of the game gets kind of poop. So, the neuro simulations, how the games, and free orgies were never free orgies? What? Where'd I come from? Were never enough for you. You wanted more. The grit and consequence of real life, like they talk about in the history books. You wanted to know what real challenge and consequence feels like. Now, after a journey of decades in crypto sleep, you're landing on this unknown RimWorld. Real consequences await you. Oh, it's a turkey. I thought it was a giant mushroom at first, then I saw it moving. It's like, what? Okay, well, rat-bastard raccoon who eats almost anything. Okay. Even people? Kind of. It's corpses. I was gonna say, if you like run up and steal some shit, I'm gonna be really upset. So, first things first, equip that rifle. As you can see here, we do have the sort of heads-up display for people, and I imagine it turns red when they take damage and stuff like that, but I think, yeah, double-clicking it brings you to them. It was a very, very popular interface mod that has sort of been incorporated into the base game, which is cool. And speaking of mods, my stance on mods is, since I'm sort of advertising the game, I tend not to play with mods because it confuses people and they think that that's just how the game is, but it's really the mods, and I put it in the description, but then people don't read descriptions most of the time, which I can't blame them, because on mobile and tablet it's kind of a pain in the ass to see the description because it's kind of hidden, at least on mine anyway. So I don't bother with mods, but if enough people like really want me to play with mods, let me know. I'm up for it. I'm okay with that. You know, it's just as long as people know that, you know, these are mods and stuff like that. Okay, so just basically unforbid everything. We have wood. We have a nearly completed structure here. I just need to chop down that little tree there. We've got, is this my pet monkey? Yeah, Karen the monkey. Age 8, this is the random animal I started with. Alright. And it's summer, that's fine. Okay. I am happy with this. I'm actually just going to set up camp right here. Which is nice because sometimes the default spot that you start in isn't really that great. This one's actually really cool. Because we're like right next to a structure that I'll probably just use for my bedroom slash kitchen for a little while. So yeah, it works out. We'll go with a just simple wood door. A wood wall to finish this up with. Chop down that tree when you can. Equip that plasma rifle when you can. Cool. And then stockpile zone. I guess up in that corner will be a lot of it. And then furniture, make up a quick wood bed for yourself. Nothing too fancy. Couple lights eventually. You're lacking the steel for it, but that's fine. And we'll let you do that. I could. Yeah, because you're capable of everything. Priorities don't really matter right now. But, no, priorities don't really matter right now. We'll just leave it as such. Harvest failed. God damn it. It's nice we got all these raspberry bushes too. I forgot about those. That's a nice bonus. That saves me from having to get a farm up right away. Although we have so many packaged survival meals, it doesn't much matter. There. It'll look a little strange having the wood and steel wall, but that's fine. We'll get it all uniform later on. It auto roofs up. Oh no, it doesn't auto roof. You actually built the roof. Oh shit! Look at that. That's nice. Okay. You used to just auto roof, and you could take advantage of that with heat traps and stuff like that. But every alpha, they find ways to make it just a little harder to cheese it, and I quite like that. So you're doing the plant cutting and all this stuff right now, which is good and fine. But actually, I will have you haul real quick. So go ahead and do that. Actually, while you're doing all that, I'll just have you. I'll just take care of all these right now. I'm not really worried about handling. The monkey is what it is. It's just kind of there. Definitely cook. Cook if I have it queued. Which I won't for a while. I don't even have a stove. But definitely take care of yourself. This is the emergency stuff, basically. Except warden and flick. That's just kind of whatever. And bed rest, really. Not a huge priority there. So in fact, what I'll do is bed rest 2. Warden 1, that's fine. This is like when you get a prisoner, feeding them, talking to them, trying to recruit them, stuff like that. So you're hauling. Haul, then clean, I guess. Don't worry about crafting right now. No sense in it. We do need to be mining pretty soon. I guess. Go for that. Is there any steel around to mine? Yeah, there's some down there. Bunch up there. Some compact machinery there, which is nice. I'll need some of that. This little area down there. Okay. Let's... Oh wait, they're still here. Aha. I didn't remember if I started with steel or not. So... compacted steel then. Or, compacted machinery. I'll need that. And I guess queue up this too. That'll turn into components that I need for just about everything electrical. Oh shit, what do we got here? A timber wolf. An ibex ram. Very cool. New animals. Almost got it mined out. So ordinarily, after just like a few days in game, you'll be attacked by usually just a dude with a knife, and he's really easy to bring down. And in fact, when you bring him down, he almost always just collapses and doesn't die right away. So you can take him hostage and make him a prisoner and recruit him later on. And then typically you would get another person who just kind of joins you right away. So I'm wondering if I'm still going to be getting those, or if it is going to be just this one person for a good long while. I don't know. We do know how to make turrets though, which is pretty cool. That's probably why I'm getting the machinery done. Or mining out for the machinery parts and all that. So we can get up some rudimentary defenses. We'll have to work on power pretty soon, which... There's geothermal there, but you have to research geothermal, which is kind of a process nowadays. Meat and plant matter that doesn't go bad for a long time, great for traveling. Ah, it's a Neolithic basic thing. Interesting. But where is geothermal power? Requires the high-tech research bench, which is under moisture pump. Turn wet ground dry. Would that work for marsh? I don't know. Anyway, high-tech research bench is... I don't know, I missed it somewhere. I don't know. In any case, it's a process to get to, so we're not going to be doing geothermal for a little while, which means we'll be doing probably wind power, which is... that's just fine. Or solar. I could go solar, or both. I think typically you'd go for both. You just go like... yeah, it's still not quite centered. Because the solar panel is low enough to the ground that it doesn't block the wind turbine at all. So what you would normally do is you would put down solar panels in front of a wind turbine, and then you would cover the rest with a growing zone. So you get rid of any of the trees and stuff that are in the way, and the wind turbine can very happily do its thing. But we can probably just rock a solar generator for a little while. That's fine. And that means that we'd have to be doing batteries in somewhere. I might have to build a basic shack for that, which is not ideal. Especially a wooden shack. God, what a horrible idea. But for the time being, that'll work. And then connect them up with a conduit. They can go through walls, that's fine. Just like that. Construction failed. Ugh. Come on! That's a new thing. I saw during one of the randomized whatevers, there's a construction fail chance thing. It was only like 93%, so it wasn't really that major. But we have a visiting group of people here because there are other factions. I forgot to look at this. The hostile tribe that I think you always have. Tasca, Combo, Tona. And then Strifed Rig, the pirate band that hates the world. Okay. Minus 40 with the tribe, that's not that bad. I can probably fix that pretty quickly. Probably. I don't think I can call them and talk to them. Can I? At minus 40? I don't know. But anyway, we have a friendly faction, so they're just passing by, and sometimes they have stuff to sell. Like you do, I believe, hence a question mark. It doesn't look like very much, though a sniper rifle this early on would be a really cool thing if I can afford it. I am rich as hell. Well, kind of. For me, it's rich, because I don't do like massive farms and sell shitloads of berries and stuff like that. So for me, 2,000 silver is a pretty good amount. But, I don't know. We'll see what they've got. You're making a very strange sound, trading. The sound effect playing right now is actually a different sound effect, but still the wrong sound effect for trading person to person. This is the sound of the comm console making its noise as you would be communicating with a ship overhead through the trade beacon. None of these technologies I have yet, so I have to rely on sort of this business. So I could sell the pistol, but it's a decent quality pistol. There's no reason to sell it. I could buy the sniper rifle. It's shoddy, so it's not the most accurate thing in the world. Sometimes you can blame the gun for your missed shots. In this case, you certainly can. Because under best circumstances, it's still going to be 70% chance of hitting at long range, which is pretty bad. But with a sniper rifle, I can outrange a lot of things, so it's a really cool thing to have. But I'm actually going to... I'm going to go ahead and sell. I like that I can type that in now. I'm going to go ahead and sell 50 of my packaged meals. They don't have that much money. Never mind. I didn't even look. I'll just take all your silver. How about that? Cool. Accept. And I could also hostile up an attack Kit and Thorgan. That does mean that the Philosopher's Hamlet town will become hostile against me, but I'll be able to kill Kit, maybe take one prisoner if I don't kill them straight away, maybe recruit them if I don't, kill them straight away. But the risk of becoming hostile with another group is I don't want to do that. So we'll not, basically. There we go. Nice and light in here. Good stuff. And as soon as you finish up the conduit, I don't think we're linked. Oh yeah, we are. Okay, we're just really not getting that much power because it's sunset. But eventually, as you can imagine, excess power that we're not using will go into the battery. But there are risks to using batteries. Leaving them out in the rain will cause them to short circuit and explode. The more charge they were holding, the bigger the boom. And there's also a chance that they will just spontaneously explode for no obvious reason, just because the AI says meh, and it'll blow up. It sucks, but it happens. Some of the sound effects are really loud, like that one of them leaving. It seemed to have ignored my my volume setting. Yeah, a little annoying, but a chunk of spacecraft fell. Awesome. That is basically just the components that I mined out of the mountain. That's basically what this stuff is. Sometimes you'll find it in just spaceship form, and sometimes it'll fall from space. And I already lost where they were. I'm just going to tell you to deconstruct those. There they are. They're pretty far away. But I do need components. We'll do it. Fine. The more components you can get earlier, the better. You really do need quite a lot of them. They're not that bad to get, and in fact you can make them later on with just some steel. But that's a research project that I can't handle for a long time. Yeah, it's just one person. This is going to be... It's different, because normally you have like multiple people, so one dude's like currently mining right now, and somebody else is building while the other person is planning for the future with growing, and I don't have any of that. It's tricky. And you just didn't get around to building that wall, that's fine. Finish deconstructing and doing all this. This is fine, this is good. I'll tell you what. Deconstruct that one too, and then you can haul all the steel all at once. Oh. Okay, apparently components are very heavy and you can't carry that much. I don't know. Carry capacity 75 components. I don't know. Maybe they're too heavy for that. I'm not sure. I was gonna say otherwise if you just like deconstruct both of these at the same time, then you could just pick up all the components and then all the steel that they both drop, but whatevs. That's fine. It's whatever. You do as you do. You got it. Do I have rich soil? I do. You can see on the bottom left corner here, fertilization is just how fertile really the dirt is. For the most part, standard soil is going to be 100. Sometimes there's marshy soil which is like 70%, I think. And then sometimes there's this darker brown, which is rich soil, which is plus 40%, so things grow faster in it. Always a cool thing to try to find that when you can. Ideally, it's nearby, so you can like set up shop next to it and grow crops next to it. But sometimes you're not always that lucky. In this case, it's not very far away. I'm okay with this, and we'll be a bit sloppy with it. Didn't mean to do that. Delete. That, okay, and then click off, make a new one, cool. The hell's all that sound over there now? Something like that, and then a little area down here for some more. Just to get variety. So we've got here, we'll go corn, potato, and then what's your skill? I was gonna do cotton, but growing is only 1. Okay, you're terrible at growing, so probably just cotton then. Because there's minimum skill requirements for specific things now. Heal root basically being a cheap medicine, hot plants that you use for brewing once you research that, and that gives you beer, which is nice to prevent people from losing their shit completely. Because there's soft breaks and there's hard breaks. Hard breaks happen when they're in a really bad mood, and that's usually them typically going berserk, shooting at people, hitting people, or apparently just straight up leaving the colony, though I don't think I've ever had that happen. Maybe once. Maybe. I don't remember. But more often you're going to be getting soft breaks, which is just they wander around in a daze, they strip off your clothing, walk around, ignore orders, you can't control them. Or if you have alcohol, sometimes they'll just drink booze and binge and all that. So hops are a really cool thing. Heal root's good, cheap medicine. Strawberries are great because they're delicious even when raw. As are, I think, raw potatoes. Is that okay? I don't know if that's okay to eat when it's not cooked. I don't think it actually is. Some like corn. Corn's okay raw. You don't have to cook it, which is nice. But we'll do cotton, see if I can get a sort of a head start on that. In fact, I will make it a bit larger. I don't quite see the rich soil over here. So we'll just kind of like that. Cool. I can probably cancel that. I think we're okay for the time being. We're full up over here, huh? Alright, let's make this a bit larger. Or, even better, a couple equipment racks. That'll do the trick. Put our weapons on that. Weapons on equipment racks will not lose durability, so we can get them out of our storage zone inside and put them in there. At some point, I should be doing a freezer to keep that stuff nice and cold so it doesn't spoil anymore. Ugh. So much to do with just one person. Oh. I like it though, it makes you think. Like, a lot. We'll just do a cheap wood area like that, I think. I don't know how to do auto doors. You have to research that now. Yeah. Okay. Will I do a double door system to keep the cool in? Nah, fuck it. People always tell me to do that, like do a door, quick hallway, and another door, so you don't just have one door, so then you open the door, all the cold air comes out. Temperature doesn't move that quickly. I've never had an issue. I've never lost food inside the freezer because I only had one door. So technically it's the best way to do it, but not really worth it, in my opinion. Let's do up there so it's connected via wire from there, so I don't have to build a conduit. That's fine. Okay. Hey, we do get wanderers. Good. I was nervous for a bit there. So this is an event that can happen throughout the entire game, but guaranteed to happen early on, and rare to have happen otherwise. Sometimes the AI is feeling a bit congers. Sure. Sometimes the game feels a bit generous and gives you a colonist sort of just in the middle of the game, which is always a cool thing. They just kind of walk in and join. You don't have to do anything for it. It's just a free person. But you have no control over what they're like. In this case, they are healthy and young, which is awesome. Careful shooter, which is cool. Cyclically dull, which is good. Slothful, which is a bit shit, but oh well. Burning passion in crafting. Great at mining. Good at melee. I cannot complain. You are completely okay. Like, you are totally okay. So let's go into work. Because now we actually have a second person to play around with here. So take these off. I'm not worrying about crafting yet. Clean, then haul, whereas the other person's going to haul, then clean. And you will be doing the mining primarily. There, so you don't have to worry about it at all. And you can have the pistol. You're really good with melee, but I'm going to give you the pistol anyway. Okay, so you're going to clean that up, and the beauty inside is going to be nicer. The red number is disappearing. It's a bit hard to see, but it's like minus 15, minus 13 on some spots because of the filth. So you clean it up, and it goes back to a more modest 2, makes the room a little nicer, which just makes it just better to be in, basically. I've learned a lot over the past couple alpha builds, especially when playing on harder difficulties. It's the little things that add up that really get to you, both negative and positive. If you can ever get any just little positive boost, like +2 or +3 throughout the day, it's really worth going out there for. And having a nice bed, in a nice clean environment, being in a nice well-lit area, just stuff like that, it really makes a big difference. And you're just going for a walk, just a leisure activity. People have a sort of a joy. I never really went into needs because there's no reason to go into it quite yet, but joy activities, some people do different things. They just kind of get their kicks. So you're quite enjoying your walk. Joy tolerance for meditative going up. So basically what that is you need to get diversity in their life. Going out for a walk will work here and there, but every single day they'll just like, ugh, they'll hate walking. So you need to get something else in there for them, is all that is. And you can do that with joy activities like a horseshoe pin is really cheap and easy to do. No problem, we'll put a couple up here. I don't really need one, we'll just do one. That's fine. There's a little diversity for you there. We need to get more wood chopped though, because we're like wicked low on wood. So chop that down. I think we are hauling components from way down there still. Okay, what is that? What happened to you? Bit off. Oh, the timber will fuck you up. Bit off the head, the leg. Well, yeah, you're actively being eaten. Yeah, so that'll happen.